I'm going to talk about the last of the awareness centers, which is the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is interesting because not only is it an awareness center, it's also a motor. So what that really means is that we are aware of our emotions, and because it's a motor, we can act on those emotions. So the trick with this is to figure out where on the emotional wave you are before you make the decision, so that it's not too impulsive. So 50% of us have defined solar plexus, 50% of us have undefined solar plexus. This is the first of the centers we've talked about that for me is defined. So what that means for me as a defined solar plexus is that I'm comfortable riding the wave of emotions. I'm comfortable with my emotions, and I'm able to manage myself in conflict and my emotions and deal with those difficult situations. Whereas someone with an undefined solar plexus is taking in and magnifying other people's emotions and feeling them as if they are their own. And so what can happen for these people is that because they get caught up in the emotions and don't know how to handle them, what they do in order to avoid conflict is to try to give the person who's giving these emotions off, who generally will have a fixed solar plexus, what they believe they want. So they are thus avoiding any kind of conflict. And what that does in an unhealthy solar plexus that's open is leads to them living a secret life, because they're not actually showing up as who they really are. They're showing up as who they believe the person with the defined solar plexus would choose them to be. And because of that, they avoid any kind of conflict. However, if you have an open solar plexus and it's healthy, you learn to recognize that those are somebody else's emotions, and what you can do is you can witness those emotions and not take them on. That gives you the gift of being empathetic. So that means that you can sit and understand somebody's pain without entering into it and support them through that. And conversely, you can appreciate somebody's joy and be a part of it and help them to, be a part and a witness to that, without actually then going away and experiencing the inevitable down that follows the height of that wave as well. And if you have a fixed solar plexus, as I do, in an unhealthy state, what that would mean is making decisions based on emotion, impulsive decisions that invariably turn out to be wrong. And by making those decisions based on emotions, what you do, and what I sometimes do, is I create chaos around myself where nobody knows what's going to happen, and I'm creating an atmosphere around myself that people don't necessarily enjoy spending time with. And for me, what I love about having a fixed solar plexus is that I've got lots of friends that have open solar plexus, and one thing that they all would say about me is they find me very easy to talk to. They can share their emotions with me because I can just accept them. I don't increase them or blow them up. I simply accept their emotions because I'm comfortable with emotions, and enable them to offload whatever it is they want to offload. And then they can go away comfortable, and I'm not really affected deeply by their emotions because I know how to process them and release them.